Unix systems all use the same starting point for times and dates, that is midnight GMT on January 1, 1970. This is the start time of Unix epoch, and Linux is no exception in this case. Times are handled using the defined type called time_t, which is an integer type intended to be large enough to contain dates and times in seconds. On Linux systems, it is a long integer which is defined together with functions for manipulating the time values in the header file time.h. The syntax of the time function is time with parameter TLOC. We can find the low level time value by calling the time function, which returns the number of seconds since the start of the epoch. It will also write the returned value to a location pointed to by TLOC if this is not a null pointer. The example program for time function, which calls the time function with a null pointer argument. It returns the time and date as number of seconds. The program sleeps for 2 seconds and repeats the call to the time function for a total of 10 times, as the loop is with 10 times. When I run this program, the output will be shown on the screen. Using the time and date as a number of seconds since the start of 1970, it can be useful for measuring how long something takes to happen. You could consider simply subtracting the values you get from 2 calls to the time. However, in its deliberations, the ISO standard or ANSI C standard committee didn't specify that the time_t type be used to measure arbitrary time intervals in seconds. So they invented a function called difference time, which will calculate the difference between the two time_t values and return it as a double. The syntax of difference time is shown on the screen with 2 parameters time1 and time2, and the difference function calculates the difference in between 2 time values and returns an equivalent to time1 minus time2 as a floating point number. For Linux, the return value from time is a number of seconds and can be manipulated, but for the ultimate in portability you can use difference time. But to present the time and date in a more meaningful way to be understandable by humans, we need to convert the time value into a recognizable date and time. There are some standard functions to help with this. The function gmTime breaks down a low level time value into a structure containing more useful fields. The syntax of gmTime is shown on the screen with timeval parameter. The return type is time_t for timeval parameter. Now I will show the structure members of gmTime return type, which is a tm, which contains some members. These are the members of the gmTime return type structure tm, which contains tm_seconds, tm_minutes, tm_hour, etc. I will show the program for gmTime now. The program calls time to get the low level time value and then call the gmTime to convert this into a structure with useful time and date values, and it will print these out using printf statement. So strictly speaking, we should not print the raw time value in this way because it is not guaranteed to be a long time on all the systems. Running the date command immediately after gmTime allows you to compare its output. However, we have a problem here. If you are running this program in a time zone other than Greenwich Mean Time, or if your daylight savings time is in effect, you will notice that the time and possibly the date may be incorrect. This is because GM time returns the time as GMT, known as Coordinated Universal Time, that is UTC. Linux and Unix do this so that all programs and systems across the world are synchronized, and files are created at the same moment in different time zones will appear to have the same creation time. Now when I run this program, I will get the output like the one that is shown on the screen, which contains the date. As I specified, either time or date may be represented incorrectly. By looking into the date, it shows the date value is 107, which is not a valid date. So to see the local time, we need to use the function called local time instead. The local time function is identical to GM time, except that it returns a structure containing values adjusted for local time and daylight savings. If you try the GM time program again, but use local time function in place of GM time, you should see a correct time and date reported. So now I will show the syntax of local time, which contains a parameter called time val, which is a pointer. The return type is time underscore t. And to convert the broken down time structure into raw time structure, that is, to convert a broken down TM structure into a raw time underscore t value, we can use the function mktime, which is shown on the screen. The mktime function contains the following syntax, like time pointer, and this will return -1 if the structure can't be represented as time underscore t value. For friendly time and date output opposite to that of a machine provided by the date program, we can use the functions ASCTime and CTime. The ASCTime function syntax is shown on the screen, which returns a string that represents the time and date given by the TM structure time pointer, and the string returned has the format similar to the following, which contains a fixed format of 26 characters long, and the function CTime is represented with the following syntax, which contains a parameter time val. The function CTime is equivalent to calling ASCTime of local time of time val. When we look into the last two statements in the screen, we can call CTime function either by using the function name CTime with parameter time val, or we can also call the CTime function by using ASCTime of local time of time val. Both are same. Now I will show an example program for CTime. When I execute this, it shows the output like the date is displayed, which is shown on the screen. So this is in the human readable format, that is a friendly format. Now to gain more control of exact formatting of time and date strings, Linux and modern Unix like systems provide the function called strftime, which is rather like sprintf for dates and times and works in the similar way. The strftime function formats the time and date represented by the TM structure pointed to by time pointer and places the result in the string s. The string is specified with max size characters long, and the format string is used to control the characters returned to the string. Like printf, it contains ordinary characters that will be transferred to string, and conversion specifiers for formatting the time and date elements are shown on the screen. The total list of conversion specifiers are shown now, which contains %a abbreviated weekday name, %A full weekday name, and so on. These are some other list of conversion specifiers that are available in the TM structure. The usual date as given by the date program corresponds to strf time format string of %a b d capital H M S Y, which will take the members of the conversion specifiers of TM structure. To help with reading dates, we can use strptime, which takes a string representing date and time and creates a TM structure representing the same date and time. The syntax of strptime is shown on the screen, which contains a buffer, format specifier or format string, followed by time pointer. The format string is constructed in exactly same way as the format string for strf time. strptime acts in similar way to scanf in that it scans a string looking for identifiable fields and writes them into variables. However, the conversion specifiers for strptime are a little more relaxed than those for strf time, because strptime will allow both abbreviated and full names for days and months. Either representation will match %small a specifier in strptime. Now I will show the example program for strf time and strptime. So when I run this program, we will see the output like the one that I am showing on the screen. The strf time program obtains the current local time by calling the time and local time function. It then converts it to a readable format by calling strf time with an appropriate formatting argument. To demonstrate the use of strptime, the program sets up a string containing date and time, then calls strptime to extract the raw time and date values and print them. The conversion specifier %R is a shortcut for %H:%m, that is hours and minutes in strptime. It is important to note that strptime needs an accurate format string to successfully scan a date.